we seem to agree that we all are a bit nonchalant, we are not bothered, not concerned. The things we should take serious, we don't. There are ladies who don't even see sexual harassment when there is a lot of it. Even in their offices, they're harassed all the time, but they don't see it like that. And like, Inusa said, we tolerate and we accommodate so much that we don't have to accommodate. Look at the invitations we are seeing, how he went about even the invitations. There is one that we are shown about, I think it's the apartment or hotel where he was. Then he approaches a woman there. The woman brought him a towel. Then starts to talk to this woman, follows the woman to the front office, then lures her back to his place, asking him about, I think, how to open the safe or microwave, something like that. And the next thing is they are getting to kiss. She becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, good morning. Good morning to our viewers. And it's the first Saturday of the holy month of Ramadan. So, Ramadan Kareem to all Muslims. I've always indicated that security is a shared responsibility. We cannot rely on the state hook, line, and sinker to ensure security if the people don't participate in that process. That is why education is key. What if he was a serial killer? He would have been in business, okay? But on the other hand, you don't blame the ladies. Samson, in the past, I have criticized persons deemed to have perpetrated acts of immorality. But as I grow, as I listen to wisdom, as I get wiser, I have realized that nobody is 100%. Anybody could have fallen victim to what has happened. So this gives me the opportunity to appeal to Ghanaians to stop sharing the videos. And at this point, the ladies need psychological help. And I'm also looking at the feasibility. Let's say I'm a security operative assigned to the Accra Mall to keep an eye.
There's a police station there.
There's absolutely.
There are CCTVs all over there.
All over.
Somebody is asking if these are all just for the optics.
Yeah. No, the thing is, like I indicated, I'm looking at the feasibility as a security operative. How possible is it for me to approach every man talking to a woman at a public place? Especially when I see a man and a woman standing, then the woman is giving him a 360. Obviously, I might think they know each other already. So it becomes
But what's the purpose of the CCTVs
difficult
for a man who is done that regularly at the same place?
The repeated acts.
You see, that is also a major problem because CCTVs are not meant to just catch them. CCTVs are supposed to be monitored 24/7 to establish patterns. In fact, in China, there are CCTV cameras which is even able to tell when you are breaking the law. For example, dropping rubbish where you're not supposed to do so, okay? But it is work in progress. But we need Ghanaians as much as possible to understand the dangers associated with such acts and to take the necessary precaution. And the unfortunate thing is, there are a lot more videos we might not have seen. So let us not think that, Ghanaian women are easy to find. No, perhaps there's a lot more women he has approached and they refuse to cooperate with him, okay? Yeah. And as a criminal researcher, I mean, when I look at issues of this nature, I look at it from the academic perspective. Is there a correlation between what has happened, between the rich and the so-called poor? Because we have seen a lady with a luxury car saying no. We have seen some ladies, who
that lady too had actually come for the holidays from the US, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, and she said, "Why are you asking for my number? I don't know you anywhere.
Exactly.
What my number for?"
So education, you see, so we need to look at it from the broader picture, okay? Fine, there's a security component, there's a safety component, there's an education component, okay? And there is a human security, jobs for young women component to it, okay? So it is something that should be looked at holistically. Indeed, like we have all agreed.
But there's an important question a couple of people have asked me to ask you guys. Could the hotel he stayed in have played any role? How is it possible that a hotel will be so unconcerned about a foreigner bringing in so many Ghanaian girls without suspecting anything? I think when we see something, it behoves on all of us to say something.
Absolutely.
The hotel could have reported his activities to the police for some monitoring. Hotels in Ghana need some security education and training.
Yeah. There's no denying that fact, okay? The receptionist, and I've also realized, based on the videos I have seen, that it is more like an Airbnb short-let stay kind of thing. Sometimes they do have receptionists, sometimes they don't, okay? So we are not able to tell at this point. But education is extremely key. And we've all agreed, he has broken a number of laws. Prominent is the Cybersecurity Act 1038. Government has done a lot, I mean, so far.
Do you think that in any serious country, he would have stayed in one place and would have taken at least 3 women to the place without any alert, without any concern being raised?
Well, it depends on the location, okay? Like I indicated, there are some apartments that have receptionists. And if they are well-trained...
I'm not talking about Ghana. Yes, I've met you in airports outside of this country. So you have an idea what may happen elsewhere. Do you think this will happen anywhere else?
Well, it depends. In some places it might happen, in other places it will not happen. Okay, it depends on the type of surveillance architecture we have running in the system. Okay, but like I indicated, this should not be left to the state alone, even though it is the responsibility of the state to ensure the safety of its citizens. That is why some steps have already been taken, including the release of the passport page. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as a matter of fact, has summoned the Russian ambassador. And the Russian embassy has even issued a statement in that regard. The embassy of Russian Federation in the Republic of Ghana has taken note of the reports in Ghanaian media on the alleged involvement of a supposedly Russian citizen engaged in sexual activities with some Ghanaian women and recorded and circulated those acts without consent. And I've heard a number of commentary on this, whether we are able to summon an ambassador when the perpetrator is not a diplomat, but an ordinary Russian citizen.
But the Foreign Affairs Minister did.
Yes, and it is the right thing to do, okay, because we have conventions supporting it, okay. For example, if you look at the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, okay, Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister can summon the ambassador based on the actions of their citizen. Yeah. And the summoning basically is to convey concerns about what has happened, also to seek clarification, to request cooperation, and in some cases issue a diplomatic protest, okay? And we do also know that there's no extradition treaty between Ghana and Russia. The Extradition Act of 1960.
Or between Russia and any other country for that matter. Or perhaps just a few countries.
Just a few countries. I mean, Ghana has extradition treaties with the US, UK, and some other countries, especially in West Africa. Okay, so it is the right thing for the Foreign Affairs Minister to have done. Now the question is, what is the way forward? Okay, going forward, we are seriously looking at the possibility of issuing a red alert, Interpol red alert.
That's right.
Okay. Engagement is also ongoing to get the cooperation.
The benefit of that is that it will restrict his movement. Wherever he finds himself, you'll not be able to move from one country to the next.
Absolutely.
That's what the red alert will do for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we can also seek the cooperation of Russia. Even though there's no extradition treaty, based on the principle of reciprocity, okay, we can get them to cooperate with us.
The ambassador has hinted at that, that because it's also a crime in their country, they would definitely want to cooperate.
Or even trial him in absentia. So there are options that is being closely looked at going forward. But to sum it up, I think Ghanaians need to realize that they have to take their personal security into their own hands.
The route of trial and absentia is not that simple as we all seem to say it. That because it's not around, you just go to court and you try somebody in absentia. It doesn't happen that way. But let's try it and see what effect.
We're exploring all.
This was supposed to say, and you have repeated, is that they didn't target Ghanaians.
Absolutely.
So there were